What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chrissy Chaos. We got a fun one in store for you. Of course, Michael Shane Cannon is here, John the Father Grady, Vito Babymouth Khaleesi, and we got a great guest. We got the voice of professional bull riding, the voice of PBR, my man, Matt West. How you doing, Mr. Matt?
I'm not near as good as you right now.
You like that,
you
baby?
You're just a beautiful human.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
you're losing a duck.
Which one did I lose?
You picked a side.
Did I pick a side?
I feel like you might have just got canceled.
Really? Or it depends. Depends what audience. Because I don't know. The thing is, I don't know what duck I lost, but whatever one is still on there.
Doesn't matter. Somebody's going to be pissed off.
Right.
Always.
Oh,
Always.
That's the truth. But the thing is, I went to my first professional bull riding event at Madison Square Garden a few months ago, and I met the great Matt West. And the one thing that I learned, I'll let you explain all the bull riding stuff, but the things that Mike and I as Northern boys need to know is every single, no, it's a good thing, because I actually got yelled at about this on the way home.
Okay.
Every single time Matt and anyone who is in the PBRs meets a woman, they take their hat off, put it on their heart, and shake their hand. And look them in the eye.
Yeah.
Now,
it's so foreign to me that like people don't do that. That people don't realize like that's just kind of manners. When a lady walks in, you're introduced to a lady, you take your hat off. It's a sign of respect. I don't know. It's like holding the door open.
Do you drape your jacket over a puddle?
No, I don't go out in the rain.
Yeah,
I don't go out. No. No, it's such a like courtesy thing that we've all been brought up with, a sign of respect. It's like holding the door open for somebody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
We because I literally, on the way home, I was like, how did, great time, whatever, talking about the bulls. And then, of course, my girl's like, you've never once taken your hat off. Never once. I can tell you how many times we've been out and you just leave your hat on. And why did every other guy take their hat off? And
okay, but was that the first time she had seen it?
Yes.
Okay, then what's the problem?
Well, women adapt quickly.
New, yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Because
something new to focus on.
It was literally every time a rider would come in. Even when they met my daughters, they were taking their hats off. Hello, little lady. And all the women who we were with, because we were with Jazz, a couple other women, they were all like, that's all they talked about. I was like, I cannot believe, like, they make them feel like queens.
Yeah.
We're like, but because we're.
They are.
They are.
They're supposed to be.
100%. Yeah, but then they say they want to go back to work. So what is it, lady?
I begged my wife not to go to work.
Yeah.
My wife was a cop forever.
Really?
Which terrified the shit out of me. I hated it. And so like when we started getting serious, I was like, please just quit. Travel with me for a little bit. We traveled together I said, give me the first 3 months of 2020, 90 days. Then if you want to go do the cop stuff, you go do it, whatever. We traveled together for 90 days. Went to MSG, LA, all these different places, and then the world shut down. And then she was stuck with me to figure out if she really wanted to be with me. So that whole summer of 2020, we just walked around like middle of nowhere,
and
Oklahoma.
She didn't want to be a cop.
Considering the protests at the time, probably pretty easy decision to make.
It was a tough time, and I was terrified being on the road because, like, at the end of the day, that's my queen, right? Like, that's the person that God put in my life, put on this earth for me. I want to spend as much time as I can with her. So, yeah. So she travels with me as much as she can. But yeah,
dude, it's one of those things where like it's just so different. Like we want to treat our women like that, but we just don't know how to. I don't know like what to do. Like because I just kind of felt like when I went to these events, and we'll pull up videos and pics but you feel like less of a man.
Well, even you in that hat, you look like Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
Like you don't look
Chrissy
like a cowboy.
Where in the world?
Did we lose another one?
Oh my God.
Well, then what can you do? Because the thing is with professional bull running, one thing, and Matt, you took us all around, showed us everything. You took us into the actual bull pen, like where those bulls are, which those animals are massive.
Yeah.
Crazy. Huge.
I don't think people realize how big they are.
Big balls too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huge,
like us.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Us.
Look at Matt. Matt is the announcer. He's the voice of PBR. And look at what this man looks like.
I'm the biggest bitch on our tour, man. Without a doubt. If a fight broke out right now, I'd be in a fetal position behind your chair.
Yeah, but look at you though. Look at he's got meat hook hands.
Yeah, those hands.
Huge and he's the voice. So imagine what the actual guys who get on the bull are like.
They're incredible. They really are because they're only about $150 each on average. They're smaller, right? They're smaller. But I would walk into war with a group of those guys against anybody. They're the toughest creatures on the planet.
Dude, I forgot the guy. You all know the guy who got his jaw broken the night before and then got back on the bull.
Yeah, I have. It's
I mean, there's
happened a
many of
couple of
them.
times. Yeah. It's happened a lot. So
Because you were
who knows?
explaining to me, which was these guys, they don't get paid unless they get on
Right.
that bull, right?
Yeah.
So can you explain that?
Yeah,
Because
so-
that was fascinating to me.
So like it's still sport in its purest form for me. There's no multi-million-dollar contracts. There's no guaranteed salaries or anything like that. These guys, they travel around the country. They pay their own expenses. You know, a lot of them will have endorsement deals or whatever to help pay the bills, but they're paying their own airfare, hotels, food, everything. And on the lower levels, until they get where we're at, they're paying entry fees. So they're paying to get into the game to have a chance to win. And if they don't win, they just wasted all of that money.
Yeah.
And so, like, to me, that's the first fascinating part of our sport, where it's like you really have to love what you do to be able to sacrifice everything.
It's like playing women's lacrosse, in a way. You just got to really
How
love
so?
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're not getting paid, you know. I mean, I'm a big women's lacrosse fan.
Like the
but-
WNBA.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
So do you? Okay. So these bulls, right? Like this. When you, because again, you have to really see. Have you ever seen it live, Mike?
Never live,
Okay.
no.
We gotta
So when you
change that,
see
man.
it live,
I would love
Yeah.
to.
It's
My
totally
cousin
different.
used to do it though.
It's-
like a amateur.
Everybody's
whatever.
cousin used to do
Yeah,
it.
he's
Just
in
so you know.
Texas. I bet he got a horn like through his head or something like that, and then immediately retired.
But that's
Jew jokes.
fascinating to me because, you know, like everybody plays soccer, everybody plays Little League baseball or whatever, and you rarely hear it, but everybody knows somebody that is connected to our sport in some capacity.
Yeah.
right.
And so it's continuing to grow and continue to grow.
But it's funny because like sitting in the stands at Madison Square Garden, you know, in New York City, like the people around us, all you heard was like, you know, the Italian guys, like it was like be guys who were going to like regular sporting events. They're like, look at those bulls fucking nuts. That's all we kept hearing. I was like, hey, my kids are here. And then but you would see like, you know, Anthony from Bensonhurst be like, that thing's got a fucking huge cock.
Did you know that Brandon Nimmo from the Mets, his family, he comes from like a family of bull riders? And
Really?
He grew up wanting to be a bull rider.
wow.
Where's he from? What state?
Wyoming.
Oh, is
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Big bull
It's
rider.
all cowboys out there.
Because I saw multiple people in just the one event I saw get thrown off that bull where you're like, okay, they're dead. And then they get
Yeah.
right back up because the thing is, not only are the professional bull riders in danger, but then the guys that have to come out
Yeah.
and calm them down,
Yeah.
calm the bulls down. For me, I'm like, those guys must get kicked on a daily basis too.
That's their whole goal. They wake up literally every day knowing, okay, I'm going to go to work tonight and I'm just going to put myself in front of a speeding bullet. Like I'm going to go out there and stand in front of an 1,800-pound animal while he runs over me so that this guy can get away and get
But
home
like,
safe
what's
to his
the
kids.
what do kids grow up dreaming to be that person?
Yeah. Like I think everything in our industry, everything in our world has some sort of tie back to, you
Right.
know, a family tie, whether it
Got
was a
it.
dad that did it or an
Right.
uncle that did it or you just saw
Right.
it. Like there's a lot of kids growing up now that just see it on TV.
Yeah.
And they're drawn to it because you are doing something that human beings are not supposed to be able to do.
I mean, my
physically.
daughter who just walked in off camera, she remember when we went to the professional bull riding,
Hey,
honey?
how are you girls?
Did you like that? Thanks. Okay, she gave me the bull hands. And you know, because you really like professional bull riding. When I went to see it, you only have to see it once. You only have to ever see it once to be like, I'm hooked. Like he told me, there's an event happening right now at the Barclays Center, and I'm pissed I'm going to be away because I would love to go. I would actually love to go back one night with my family, let them
Yeah.
experience it, and then one night with my boys.
That's funny because
And just
everybody
get
does
hammered.
that. Everybody does that.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, let's have a family outing. And then tomorrow night, we're bringing a bachelor party or we're bringing the guys. It's a guys trip. We're just going to booze it up. And
Dude.
and it's so fun. It's so different than what people think. They think, oh, I'm going to a county fair rodeo. But when you walk in, like I compare it to my favorite sport in the world. I feel like I'm going into a WWE show.
That's what it feels like.
Right? And I feel like I'm going into Monday Night Raw or something like that. That's what the arena feels like, the environment.
Bro, the intro to it's not just
Yeah.
like the bull riders come out. It's like a fully fire, like
Yeah.
pyrotechnic show
Yep.
that gets you pumped. And then when these guys play the national anthem, everybody's listening, everybody's crying.
There's nobody kneeling.
No, you want to get, dude. Yeah, if you kneel, Thomas
Was there a
Matthew Crooks
question?
is no.
Really?
Okay,
Was that
sorry.
ever a
I got
thought?
cut off.
Sorry.
No. It's good that I got cut off because I was about to make a demonetizing the joke that I was about to make would have demonetized the
You're
episode.
welcome.
Thank you, saving me. So I mean, and when you like go around like to these by the way, when the MSG is sold out like multiple nights in a row.
It's
you
my
guys sell
favorite
out.
place in the world,
Everywhere
man.
you go is sold out, right?
Yeah.
In the South, it must be even crazier.
No, you know what's crazy is like New York City. Everybody asks us every single weekend, what's your favorite place to go? My answer is always Madison Square Garden's number one because it's the Mecca, man. You can't be. Sacramento's huge for us, believe it or not.
Interesting.
Even if you want to talk like politics and all that stuff, but like Sacramento is massive for us. Downtown Los Angeles, huge for us.
Really?
Chicago, huge
Release
for
the balls
us.
down
Like
the heroin
they
needles.
love it, man. They just come out.
Well,
We
because
sell out.
because we don't have anything like it.
Yeah.
Probably it's so foreign to us. We're like we couldn't believe what we were watching. Like normally when we go to an event, especially I got a little one, my 3-year-old. She's running all around. Like you kind of stay at an event for like 30 minutes. You're like, I gotta go home. We gotta just get out of here. They had enough time. That event, we stayed the entire. I was like, I'm not leaving. I was like, I'm staying. I gotta see because all they have to do. You think was it 8 seconds?
Yeah.
8 seconds. You're like, I could hold on a bull to 8 seconds, and it's like, no, bro. Guys get thrown off before 1 second. They come out and get. It's all about how and also these bulls, which weigh how much?
1,700-1,800 pounds.
1,700-1,800 pounds. When they're in the pen with the rider on them, they're crushing their bodies against these guys' legs. Where I'm like, how are their legs not breaking?
Yeah, and we never talk about that. Like they're surrounded by solid steel before the ride ever even starts, and so we talk about broken backs, broken legs, things like that. You were talking about guys getting carried out. Our world champion that got crowned in May, he got carried out on a stretcher on a Saturday in Fort Worth. Had fractures in his back, broke his back, carried out on a stretcher, came back the next Friday and rode in AT&T Stadium and won the world title.
What?
With a broken back. Like they are so different than any other athlete in the world.
They just deal with the
They
pain.
just
It's also
deal
like
with it.
that. The
Look at that.
focus of that moment of being in the pen and the noises that come from that animal and it pressing again. That's like being a professional boxer, but trying to be in your locker room and focus, but your opponent is 6 inches from your face, shadow boxing.
Yes.
You guys are fight fans, right?
That's nuts.
We're fight fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So like you listen to fighters all the time say that like once they walk into that octagon or they walk into that cage, like everything there's this like surreal kind of feeling where everything just gets quiet. I think for most of our guys it's the same thing where it just you get in this little quiet mode where everything kind of slows down.
Slows
for you.
down.
Yeah.
She's
I've never
not
been
on
in that.
camera, right?
Do
cool.
they have
Sorry.
so this is a weird question, but do they talk about any connection that they feel with the animal, or is it a pure me versus the animal? Like, is it kind of an avatar, like I'm one with this animal?
You've
right
never
now?
been around any of our bull riders.
Not
have
at all.
you?
Not at all.
There's not a lot of deep conversations when it comes to things like that. You know, it really is.
Because I want to try to find a video of one of the bull riders that was making a speech at the camera. And
Okay.
he's a beautiful soul.
There's there's not just these beautiful philosophical like conversations that are had.
So nobody
in the
walks
locker-
out there in barefoot trying to
Look,
ground themselves to the track.
No,
before.
they're not doing the 10x all the grounding and all that stuff. It's crazy how in shape they are, and their workouts are totally different than what I think a lot of people realize. Because I think most people think you just got to be strong, you got to be tough. No, you got to be able to have core strength. You got to have balance. A lot of yoga, a lot of core exercises, things like that.
So they doing
can't
like
be too big.
all pliability stuff, like on medicine balls.
A lot of balance, like standing on
Here,
medicine
I
balls.
just sent you the clip of this guy. He's a great guy.
I mean, look at the
he's very
freeze
Look at
frame.
this.
One of the greatest bull riders of all time. He never saw a gym. He would literally stand on a medicine ball. His name's JB Mooney. He would stand on a medicine ball and smoke cigarettes
Dude.
and watch TV, and he could do it for
I
hours.
sent it to Cox, yeah. And dude, and the intro video, I'll send you the intro video. It's like Cole Hauser from Yellowstone.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
lean into what you guys are great at is leaning into the things that you know your fans like. Where sometimes I feel like other sports don't do that.
Can I tell you the best feeling in the entire world is being in a place like Madison Square Garden, and I like if I'm on a mic, I'm the one saying a prayer.
Yeah.
To be able to pray in front of a sold out Madison Square Garden, and as soon as I say amen, having to stop because that crowd erupts.
Yes.
Because like they're so appreciative that there's a sport that
I
still
swear to
feels
God,
that
as
way.
soon as we left Madison Square Garden, I turned around, I told my family, I said, we're going back to church.
What's up, everybody? This episode of Chrissy Chaos is brought to you by Marley Spoon, the best meal kit on the entire planet. We talk about it all the time. You and I both aren't natural chefs.
And it's amazing. And you just last week you were like, "What are you gonna have for dinner tonight?" I said, "Bob Marley Spoon." That's what I call it. It's only called Marley Spoon, but I have fun. I like to have fun. I call it Bob Marley Spoon.
like to have a good time, throw
Yeah.
for first name on the package.
Yeah, dude.
And that's the thing is like this is already pre-packaged. All the ingredients come ready to cook, ready to serve, measured out, all that stuff. It's healthy. They have so many selections, and you can also mix and match certain things, which is fantastic.
What I like about Marley Spoon too, which differs, this is what makes them a little different than these other companies, is they don't lock you into this long-term like commitment. The Marley Spoon's flexible subscription allows you to edit, pause, or cancel your boxes anytime you want. Where these other companies, it's like, yeah, you know, maybe you just don't want to eat that food again, and it's like you got to get 6 more months of it.
Yeah, it's almost like a cell phone bill you can't get out of.
Yes.
But for this one, you can pick it up, drop it at any point, which is fantastic. Experience the most personalized meal kit today with Marley Spoon. Head to marleyspoon.com/offer/chaos and use code chaos for 25 free meals. That's right. Up to 25 free meals. Insane. So go to marleyspoon.com/offer/chaos. Use the promo code chaos. Again, you can get up to 25 free meals.
Yep. And I just want to say, I made a Marley Spoon dish last week. It was like a chicken, like vegetable dish. It was amazing, healthy, lean. My whole family loved it. And even my little daughter, who doesn't eat anything other than like fish sticks, was like, can I have more Marley Spoon chicken?
That's why you got big tough men calling you jacked.
Yeah. And I said, well, honey, you might be able to have more Marley Spoon chicken if you go tell your classmates' parents to use the promo code.
Chaos. marleyspoon.com/offer/chaos. Promo code chaos.
Dude, you know how I always tell you, like, I can't find a t-shirt because it makes my nipple. I got puffy nipples. People can see my nipple puff. I'm like, it's loose on the arms. I just look weird. Dude, I found a t-shirt from True Classic. It's snug on the arms, snug on the chest, and then it opens a little bit up, like by the midsection. So like you look jacked. It's to the True Classic makes these t-shirts. I like sometimes like I'll put them on and then I won't go to the gym for 2 days because I'm like, I'm jacked.
They trick you into thinking you're in shape.
Every time I wear a True Classic t-shirt, people are like, are you jacked? I wore it to a wedding the other day and I like felt good. Like I had a t-shirt, you know, nice suit, pants on, suit jacket, and I took the suit jacket off and I just had the t-shirt tucked in. I felt like a superhero. What Jasmine's like, put on your jacket.
But also keep it off
But
later.
also keep it off. She loved it. So you can wear them to weddings, funerals, to the beach. It doesn't matter. True Classic. Dude, this t-shirt, it's awesome. They are committed to their products. They have a 100% perfect fit guarantee and easy returns. That's what I love about them. A company that commits, okay? They are saying, if this doesn't fit you 100% perfy-worfy, give it back.
Isn't it beautiful when they believe in their own product?
Exactly. And right now, you can unlock big savings when you bundle items site-wide. Go to the exclusive link at trueclassic.com/chaos to save. That's trueclassic.com/chaos and discover the perfect blend of summer vibes and timeless elegance with True Classic. Shop now and elevate your wardrobe today. Dude, I'm telling you, put on a True Classic t-shirt, use our promo code, and then send Mike and I pics of you in that t-shirt.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Me too.
We're going back to church. Look at this guy. This is a guy, and you know him. I mean, when Mike was like, do they do grounding, do they do speeches? This guy was just like, go ahead. I can't even hear what he's saying, but he's just laughing.
But I know who that is, and I can only assume.
Yeah. He was just like, yeah, baby. Oh, this guy could talk well, though. He was pretty good. He was pretty articulate.
Boudreaux. That's
Boudreaux.
his name. Boudreaux
Yeah,
Campbell.
Is he packing a lip?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
You'll
dude.
see a lot of them.
Here, let me.
awesome.
I should have sent this to you. Before. I'll send them to you after so we can post, because I have videos from that night of especially the pyro show. If you watch a video of a PBR show and you don't want to go, you're an asshole and you're anti-American. That's what I'll say. If you watch a video of a PBR show and you don't want to go, I know who you're voting for. Let's just say that. And it ain't who Matt's voting for. Even Jazz. How great did you love? I know. If you could just give me 1 second, how great was the professional bull riding at Madison Square Garden? I mean, be honest.
No,
Right?
it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. I can't wait to go.
Yes.
Can I just say that I'm so glad you haven't kicked him out yet?
Yeah. Well, it's getting close. If you were here for last episode.
I really do try. I really try.
I really
Yeah.
expected to be fattened back up a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
you're not. You're looking good, man.
Well, she's well, it's because I'm not eating because I'm depressed.
It happens.
No, I'm kidding. But Jazz, they have an event this weekend at Barclays Center, and now now I'm regretting even booking the show. I know we're going on a family trip to Minneapolis and Chicago, but I want to go to the Barclays Center.
Let's go there instead.
You'd rather go there? But then the show, here's the issue, is the show that we are going to have to cancel to go to the PBR show, then we're not going to be able to pay the mortgage.
Wait. Perfect solution. Perfect solution. You go to the show, you come with us.
There we go.
There you go.
There it is.
Girls' night out.
Yep, and then I'll never see Jasmine again because the cowboy just has to take off the hat one time, and I'm out of here.
No, the manners, I can't even.
Right? So I was saying that how I was getting in trouble for them being so polite, and you were like, why don't you ever look?
Like, I'm looking at him like, why are you falling short here?
I'm like, I don't even wear hats. I don't even wear hats. To try to like
I'd
make up for
rather
it.
you not
I would
wear
take
that hat, Chris.
to be silly. I would take my shoe off every time I saw her. I would be like, my lady, and she'd be like, you're stupid.
Oh my God! You know what they do now? They take their shoes off, they pour beer in them, and they just drink them
Shoeys.
randomly
There you go.
everywhere. They're doing
Yeah.
shoeys, but they're doing them with boots. It's so
I know.
disgusting.
Oh, that's nasty.
Gross.
So disgusting.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where I remember that sport. It's kind of like when the first time you ever watched like live ice hockey. You can be like, I don't like
Yeah.
hockey, and then you see ice hockey, you're like, I'm addicted to hockey. That's what this is.
NASCAR is the same way for me.
Yep.
Like
that I've never been to.
Okay, you'll have such a different appreciation for it. Like, because I'm like, NASCAR,
Right.
as a kid. I go to a NASCAR race and the energy, the excitement, like it's totally different. Then I'm hooked. Now I'm watching every weekend going, okay, where's my guys? Where are they at? Yeah.
Live
Same thing
is
as
just
bull
the way
riding.
to experience almost anything.
Have to, yeah.
It's a you can't get a really accurate depiction of what it is.
Comedy is
you
the
can't
same way.
exactly. You can't trash it. You can't be for it unless you've actually experienced it in the room.
No matter how good your special is on television, sitting in a room with
Yeah.
other people that are laughing and joyful, there's nothing like it.
I'm going to ask Matt the same question we asked our last guest because I feel he might have a different answer. Should I or shouldn't I do Dancing with the Stars?
Does it pay?
Yes, it does.
Damn right you should.
Just do it.
Damn right you should.
Wow. So even
damn right you
Matt
should.
said do it.
Yeah.
So Dancing with the Stars, how would I be received? If I won Dancing with the Stars, how would I be received in the professional bull riding community?
We will look. Have you watched Dancing with the Stars?
No.
Well, okay. We got Ty Murray to the end of that bitch. Ty
Okay.
Murray, the world famous, they called him the king of the cowboys. He was a PBR. He's a Hall of Famer, world champion cowboy. Ty Murray, our crowd, our fan base got him all the way towards the end of
Holy
Dancing with
shit.
the Stars. We got you.
Actually, you know what?
He's like
Now-
dancing Sanjaya.
Here's the thing, though. but I will get you. I'll get you a cowboy hat that
Okay.
looks good, not like the
Okay.
Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
I got you. And at some point, you just got to break that out early.
Yeah.
and we'll
but
help
could he
you.
dance before this timer?
No.
He couldn't dance at all.
No.
Look
He
at
was
that. I could do
terrible.
this. I could do this.
You could do
I
this,
think you
man.
could dance better than this too. I think you can win, dude.
You have good hip mobility.
I could do. Yeah.
I like how supportive
And
your guys are.
Right. Yeah. And you know why I think the main reason I could do this is because I am gay.
Yeah.
And
Are you? Is it fully? Are you?
it's going to come
You've
out on
admitted-
ABC,
okay,
baby.
perfect. Yeah, you
And
show up dancing on the stars. We know.
How far he got to the finals?
I don't remember if it was like the final four or the final two. Yeah,
Wow.
your guy.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. So interesting. So that's two people that we had. You know the show Sopranos.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so you just
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
AJ.
yeah.
You know Rob
Yeah.
Alia from Sopranos. Even he told me to do it.
Yeah,
And I
why
thought
wouldn't
two
you?
guys. You're macho guy from the Sopranos and the voice of PBR.
Ty
told me-
Murray came in fourth.
Fourth. I knew he was
pretty
top
good.
four.
That's
Yeah, that's
amazing.
pretty awesome, man.
It's
And the
interesting.
worst dancer on the show.
Yeah.
Admittedly, the worst dancer on the
Yeah,
show.
But
Chris,
what
you can
was
do
it? How
better.
did he get so far? Just because he was lovable?
Every one of our fans tuned in every single week to support somebody that we're invested in.
Do you remember
Got it.
Sanjaya from American Idol?
Of course.
Do you remember why he went so far?
Because it was
Howard
like a
Stern.
joke.
Howard Stern. Howard Stern. It became like a huge thing, and his entire fan base started voting for Sanjaya every week. It's a little different because it was supportive, but like you get a bunch of people behind you, you could go far, dude.
Well, I feel like the podcasting community.
Yeah.
That's my PBR.
Dude, you'll be the first podcaster, first comedian of like this kind to get into that. Because even Nikki wasn't really a podcaster.
No, she didn't have a podcast.
Think about that, though. You think about how many comedians are going to talk about you being on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Seriously, the comedy community is a massive fan base.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be drawn to it. You're going to win.
Wow.
I'm calling
Yeah.
it right now, winner. I don't know what season. I don't, whatever, but you're winning.
Well, sir, you just earned yourself a gift.
Don't even, because I will steal this bitch and take it home because of that right there.
Signed by El Prez.
I thought I got a gift. You see that?
Well, no,
Didn't take
here.
long. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, here's the thing though. I'm going to ask you, who do you think who lasts on the bull longer, Trump or Biden?
You have to stay awake for 8 seconds. You have to stay awake for 8 seconds to ride a bull. Like now, I've seen a lot of friends sleep in the arena because they got knocked out.
Yeah.
Totally different story.
It would be wild to just Biden like disintegrate.
It would literally like be putting a puppet on the top and just watching its limbs just.
Do you think, honestly, if you could somehow control us getting on, could Mike and I stay on for more than 2 seconds?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So there's levels. The old saying, there's levels to this shit. There really is. I can put you on bulls that you guys would feel very safe on. They might not be able to jump over, your shoelace.
Right.
But you'd still get the feeling of knowing that like you have no control over it.
What about a actual professional bull?
Not a chance in hell.
Not
No.
even 2 seconds.
So Chad Ochocinco, the
Sure.
NFL football player, he during a strike one time saw a billboard posted on Twitter that he was going to do it. He got on, and I think they gave him like 1.8 seconds or something like that. Yeah, here we go.
And then this
is a premier athlete.
I mean, it's
Right.
badass that he did this.
It takes such guts, man.
And no matter what, just keep it paused for a second. No matter what, even the number one professional bull rider in the world does not know which way that bull's going to go.
Right. They have tendencies, and so like guys can go back and watch videos and see this bull typically kind of goes one direction, and so I got a plan for that. But they still have a mind of their own; they can switch it up.
So
and that's another thing
change it up all the time.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. You're not with the same bull, right? You get put on a random bull.
It's all random drawn.
That takes away that avatar argument that they're connected, because how could they be?
The cool thing is though, now we've got a teams league. So we have 2 leagues now, and we have a teams league, and so the coach will get a list of 5 bulls, and now he can match up his guys a little bit better.
Got it.
And so like in baseball, if you got a left-handed pitcher, you can put the guy in
Sure.
to hit that you want to hit against him.
How do they have a women's professional bull riding?
No, but I'm begging for a female out there to try to compete at this level, because if you can find a woman that can compete with these guys, we will make her so rich.
Do you know it'd be good? Ronda Rousey.
I would
She's
love
looking
it.
for a gig, and she has real strong legs.
Yeah.
We actually put Holly Holm on a mini bull one time.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Like
Do
little bitty guy.
Where's the strength have to come mostly? Is it legs, core, arms? I know it's all of it, but what is the premier?
I think it's balance, man. It's balance and core strength, being able to keep your balance, but at the same time, it's everything. There's so many components.
Right.
Because if a bull is jumping this way, you've got to be able to control your core to set up, turn. You use your free arm, which the hand that's not tied to the rope, to be able to throw your body that direction.
Right.
So, I mean, it's all of it, but you've got to have core stability and balance.
Did you want to be a professional bull rider?
Once. No. I tried it once.
Right.
Dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. I enrolled in the same college 3 different times, so I'm a pretty proficient at doing dumb shit. Getting on a bull was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Wow.
I made it from here to that table, and I had no idea where I was at for about the next 45 minutes.
You were just
And the bull literally jumped that high off
Did
the
you land
ground.
on your head?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So then how did you become the voice of PBR?
I was already doing it. So like, I'm a very shy kid by nature. I was always very introverted, didn't want to talk to anybody. I got forced into doing it one time at a little kids event, from like sheep riding all the way to like 17-year-old kids riding bulls. I got forced to do it by a family friend, hated it, did not like public speaking. And the lady that had the organization, she said, "Are you doing the next one in a couple of weeks?" And I said, "No, ma'am, I'll never do this again as long as I live." She said, "I'll pay you $75 if you come back." And I said, "What time do I need to be here?"
Yeah, exactly.
And that was it. It was it. And it just snowballed. Like, I've always been a fan, and now they pay me to sit on the front row and be a fan.
Well, I was going to say, you know, when you go to these events, he's like live, like commentating with the riders.
So you
coming
hear it over the AV.
He's performing for the 18,000
Wow.
people at the Garden.
Wow.
That's what he's doing.
Part of the time. Now it's moved. That's not my fault.
As long as the Trump hat didn't get dirty.
Now I'm doing a lot more TV. And so there's that caution of, man, am I going to say something stupid? Am I going to say something to really piss a guy off? But
Right.
at the end of the day, you can't control that.
You're gonna piss
It's
everything-
like comedy, right? You go out there and you just got to worry about what you've got.
Bro, the thing is you think the people that you think you're going to piss off, so you don't say the thing, you actually piss off other people because you
Yeah.
didn't say the thing. So
Totally.
it's just like, say whatever you want to say, and then that's it. I somebody said, I think it was Phil Rosenthal, who created Everybody Loves Raymond. He was like, just make the best show that you can possibly make, because they're going to cancel it one way or another. One way or another, your gig is up.
Yeah.
So you might as well just do what you want to do as much as you want to do. What are you looking for?
I was just waiting for them to talk, and then I was going to sneak in and wipe up the.
On camera, you're just going to clean up it's water, dude. It
Actually, I
dries.
think it's cool since you have a handyman and a personal like housekeeper that just hangs out with you. I think it's cool.
We were going to try to do a bit where I was
He's
going
in camo. Nobody's gonna see.
I was going to say, dude, we were going to try to do a bit where I was going to try to have you walk in and then I'm riding Vito and trying to hold on to him and have him throw me
Vito
out the
looks
win-
like Baker Mayfield ate Baker Mayfield. Like that's awesome. You're a good-looking big boy.
All right, everybody, let me tell you something. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan E. Morgan. Morgan & Morgan, folks. Shout out Morgan & Morgan. It is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 1,000 lawyers. That's a lot of abogados. I have a whitehead. With over $20 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. Let me tell you something, okay? There's certain things in life that are difficult, like not eating crab with every meal in Baltimore is hard. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy, okay? If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/chaos or dial pound law, that's pound 529 from your cell phone. That's FOR, thepeople.com/chaos or pound law, pound 529 from your celly welly. This is a paid advertisement. Look at that pimple. Guys, this podcast sponsored by Naked Wines, and it's almost like I want to call them buck naked wines because every time I get a wine from them, I drink it. I'm bucking naked. Dude, you love wine.
I used to. It's the one thing that I miss, and I actually still go out of my way to serve it to my wife and smell it.
Well, your wife is 9 months pregnant. She's 900 months pregnant. She's about to give birth any day, but she told us that she's drinking Naked Wines, baby.
I'm not kidding. Got a subscription to Naked Wines off the strength of this podcast for right as she pops the kid out.
Dude, and here's the thing. Here's what I like about Naked Wines. Like, you ever go into a wine store and you don't know what the hell to get? You're like, can I have the Cabernet Sauvignon douche? Like, nobody knows what's going on. Well, I said, screw it. And Naked Wines knows that most of us, we're not wine connoisseurs. We don't know. Because when we go into a wine store, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Same.
I'm like, can I have the Cabernet Sauvignon dickhead? I don't know. I don't know anything about wine. I don't know what's red, what's white, what's black, what's white. I don't see color. So Naked Wine, that's why I love Naked Wine, because they make it easy. Now I can show up with a dope bottle of wine, like they sent me this. I could show up and be like, oh, I got, the Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley. And everyone's like, ooh, are you a wine guy? I'm like, yeah.
It's an immediate level up in sophistication, and the fact that it comes with actual literature to explain where it's come from, how it was made, all that stuff. You get to actually appear very cultured.
No, dude, Naked Wines will send me these wines and I'll be like all sophisticated, and people think I'm like this, wine connoisseur in a jet, and meanwhile I have a hole in my sock in the big toe. Naked Wines has been around for over 15 years and funds over 90 independent winemakers in the world. So they're keeping the small businesses alive. Shout out Naked Wines.
Yes.
Everybody loves, every time we give a bottle of Naked Wine to someone, they love it. It's dope. And right now, you can join the Naked Wine community. All you got to do is go to nakedwines.com/chaos. You're going to get 6 bottles of wine for just $39.99 with shipping included. That's nakedwines.com/chaos. 6 bottles of wine for $39.99.
Good wine.
Good wine. That's about $6.40 a bottle for top-notch wine. So nakedwines.com/chaos. 6 bottles of wine for just $39.99. Of course, the shipping's included. Go enjoy the wine. Send us a picture of you naked with the wine.
Yeah, and with a little stain.
Men
above your
only.
lip.
There he is, Vito. All right.
Oh no!
Save that.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, dude. Mike's. What advice do you have for Mike having his second kid?
I don't have any kids.
Yeah,
I've got
but
a
you
bunch
know
of stray
professional bull
dogs.
riders.
Yeah. Well, I'm having another boy.
Okay.
So I'm having 2 boys. How do I raise them to be men? Because my father was not great at that.
let somebody adopt them. I don't know. Like send them to a bull rider.
Okay.
Do you guys think,
I'm
because you're from
guessing.
Oklahoma, you
Yeah.
guys are mostly, southern, southwestern guys. Do you just think the whole north of this country is gay?
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
No, there's some really good people up here.
Right.
New York gets a bad rap. I love it.
Right.
It's just so busy. Where we're a little bit more spaced out, we have time to say, hey, how's your day going? How's it going? Not here. Because
can't
if you
do
did
it.
that, you'd never go anywhere.
Never. Do you?
But when you do stop and talk to somebody here, most of the time, and I don't know if it's just the cowboy hats, but most of the time, people are very cordial up here.
Right. Yeah, no, they're nice. If I went into your house, how many guns are in your house right now?
I don't even know, but a bunch.
Like you
A
are.
bunch.
If I break into your house in the middle of the night, you are getting shot.
You could get 6 of them in your hands, and I promise you, I'd still get you.
You still get it.
I promise you.
What is the law?
And my wife shoots better than me.
It's Oklahoma where you live.
Yeah,
What is the law in Oklahoma? If
I
you
have a
break-
house in Oklahoma and a house in Texas. Like, yeah, we've got firearms.
Fine.
A lot.
So if you break it, and the law is if you break into a house in Oklahoma, and if I break into your house in Oklahoma and you shot me and killed me, that's it.
Not where I live. The law is if you break into my house, I got to figure out what to do with your body.
Got it.
Like, we're so middle of nowhere, dude.
That's the thing, because in America, in New York, if you somebody breaks into my house and I shoot them and kill them, I could go to jail.
That's insane to me.
Yeah. You
will.
Like, you're protecting your family.
right. That's what it is up here.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Because it's very interesting to me to talk to people from other states, because I've told this on the pod before, but I went to Williamsburg, Virginia, just a month ago. I went with the family. And so Virginia's south, not even deep south,
Yeah.
but it's, south. And then the CVS, they didn't have anything behind plexiglass. Where in New York, anytime you go to CVS, to any drugstore, you got to press a button and then they will come and open it for you, because people steal everything,
Yeah.
whatever. But over there, nothing behind glass. And then the owner of the store, I talked to him and he was like, the reason is because if you steal some here, you'll get shot. That's what it is. You'll just get shot. So he was like,
I like it.
People
Actually.
don't tend to do that. And what I liked about him is the second part of his answer. And he said, but if somebody needs something, they know they can just come to me and I'll give it to them.
See, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody's really, really needing something,
Yeah.
you take care of people.
Yeah. So you find that in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, we don't have things behind glass. It's maybe we're 10 years behind the rest of the world, or maybe we're just normal, like, commonsensical people.
Right.
We're not stealing shit. We're not running around trying to cause trouble. It's in places like everywhere else in the world, but
Right.
no, we don't deal with a lot of that.
Yeah, man. I think you've sold me. I think I'm moving to Oklahoma.
I promise you though, there's ranches around me where I live that you could buy like that, and you'd go, why am I spending so much? And this is everybody. I don't want to tell this out loud because we've got a great little place hidden in the shadow of Texas, but it's affordable. Like, you can get land, and you're gonna go, oh crap, why
Yeah.
was I spending this much money?
You're not going to get taxed like
Right.
the state, no state
Yeah.
tax.
We have a state income tax, but it's one of the top 5 lowest in the
It's
country.
low. It's pretty low.
Super low.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not, you're not getting hosed living
Yeah.
here in New York. New York, it's like, in New York, it's like the career that I've had so far puts me like I'm on the treadmill. I have to keep working. Where if I lived in another state, it's like, oh, you're good for a few years.
Yeah.
You're good. But I don't. But I'm just like, I guess what it is like. But then I think I don't want to. Number one, I need pizza and I need Puerto Rican people.
What's
so
the best
does
pizza?
Oklahoma have that
What's the best pizza?
in New York?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, obviously, I'm thinking you're a New York style pizza, right?
Sure.
Because we leave New York City in January and go to Madison Square Garden, and the next weekend we're in Chicago every year. So there's this big debate, like
Those
which
people don't
one.
even eat deep dish is like, it's not
Yeah.
even, they don't eat it normally. Like, it's just a weird thing. Like, that's like tourist food for people in Chicago is deep dish pizza.
You're breaking my heart here, man. I thought that's what Chicago
No, they don't
people
like,
ate.
it's not like they don't like sit down and eat deep dish fucking pizza. Like,
Vito gets fired up
I was
about
gonna say, he's
pizza.
pissed off about pizza.
It's savory cake.
Let him
It's not
bake.
even
Let him
pizza.
bake.
it's just annoying. Like, the comparison of New York pizza and deep dish pizza is ridiculous. Because, like, we fucking eat pizza constantly here. Like, if you're a New Yorker, you eat pizza probably like once a week on average.
When a
probably.
doctor, I had high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and
Yeah,
the doctor,
same.
10 years ago, and the doctor asked me what food he thinks I eat the most, and he said, just really think about it, it's important. And I said, well, probably pizza. He goes, how many slices do you have a week? And I said, 28. And he was like, well, I think I found out your problem.
Figured it out
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
So,
How
but
much you
that's
eat-
a normal. I mean, 28 slices of pizza is just what we eat.
What's the normal amount of like you eat? Like if you order pizza, how many slices are you eating?
I ate 7 slices of pizza from New Park Pizza in Howard Beach in one sitting 3 days ago. I have family evidence.
But what's it normal? What's normal?
3.
3. I feel like 3 is the acceptable answer because 4 is half a pie, and just like that sounds bad. But 3
I haven't had
feels
pizza
good.
since February.
You haven't had pizza
No.
since February?
And
How do you
are you
live?
doing
I
Passover?
can't take it, man, because if I sit down and I have a bite, I'm eating that whole fucking thing.
Right.
Like, I don't care how big it is. I'm eating till, like, I can't get full.
So
on
what do
it.
you eat every day? Just steak and potatoes?
Chicken. Steak.
Seriously, you eat steak, chicken, and potatoes every day.
I'm a recovering fat kid. So,
Right.
yeah, I try to eat really, really healthy and
Right.
high cholesterol. My heart went into AFib a few weeks ago. Like, all
A few
kinds of
weeks ago?
Well, like, now it's been a couple of months, but yeah.
What
Day of
the-
a show. Day of a show. I'm shaking. I wake up in my bathroom floor and I'm like, this is weird. I haven't done this since college. And I don't drink. I don't do any of that stuff. Woke up in my bathroom floor in a hotel room, looked around, went back to bed, fell asleep, woke up the next morning. I was like, that was weird, but I feel better. And then I couldn't stop shaking. My chest was pounding. Spent all day in the emergency room. Got out in time to go back to my hotel, put a shirt on, and go out and do a show.
Wow.
Sioux Falls.
But AFib, how do you? But that's not from eating, is it?
No, I
Hereditary?
Yeah, I heart problems in both sides of my family.
But you're good
really
now.
bad. I think so. Yeah, I think
Definitely
so.
wasn't the vaccine.
Nope.
No.
Promise you. No, that's one you can check off the list. No, did not do it.
Yeah, see, but even that's just like man shit. Like if I had AFib, if that happened to me, I would be in I would be in an insane asylum. I would be like, I'm gonna die. I would have to cancel my year.
See, I was so pissed off. Like, I just wanted to get out of the hospital. I just wanted to go because I know that those other guys are putting their life on the line. Like, they can die doing what they do that pays my bills.
Right.
So I'm like, I got to get my ass out of this hospital and go
Right.
do my job. Like, that's,
Right.
I owe that to those guys.
Right.
By the way, Vito, I'm sorry I even brought up the Chicago style pizza thing. I can tell he's still pissed off. So I'm, sorry.
I'm mad.
I'm sorry I brought it off.
I'll give you real New
He's
York,
like,
please.
steaming.
Yeah, Vito's like, well, maybe I could put Baker Mayfield on my pizza and eat that. Because you said I look like I ate Baker Mayfield. So it's interesting too. What you find out is Brazil, America's number one, but then Brazil is right there with the PBR. Brazil is some of the best professional bull riders in the world because fake butts do well with the bull.
Keeps them balanced up
Yeah,
there. Look, our last few world champs have been from Brazil.
How does that make you feel as a goddamn American?
Makes me feel good because they make a lot of
bull
money.
Riding.
Huh?
They crush UFC and they crush bull riding.
They do.
True.
You know why? Because I think they ride out of necessity. I think everything that they do, you think about it, those guys from Brazil, they're coming to this country
Right.
for one reason and one reason alone.
Yeah.
Where Americans get so sidetracked.
Right.
It's easy to get
Lot of choice.
distracted.
Dude,
Yeah.
Brazil,
Yeah.
top 3 things in the world: professional bull riding, soccer, AIDS. Top 3.
Sick.
Brazil, number 1 AIDS rate in the world. Really? Yeah.
Domino's Pizza has to be up there pretty close too.
They like Domino's Pizza, Brazil?
And I
Brazilians?
it's the easiest thing in the world for them to order. They can just order it on an app. They know what it is. They don't have to look through a menu.
Yeah.
Domino's pizzas at our hotels every single city, every single night.
So you travel with the same crew. You know these
Every
guys
week,
big
yeah.
time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's a big family.
Yeah.
As cheesy as that sounds, and
No.
like most people bullshit about that, it really is a big family.
How many weekends are you gone?
All of them.
52 weeks a year you're pretty much working?
We're probably, so we're 13 and then 25, 38, 40 weeks a year.
Oh my God. And did your wife ever come with you?
Yeah, she
Oh, that's good.
She goes with me most of the time. Yeah.
But a lot of these guys, they don't. You can't really have a family and be a professional bull rider. It's hard.
It's tough. Where our tour, we go land in we'll land in Brooklyn for a weekend. We'll land in Manhattan for a weekend, Chicago for a weekend. So you can fly in on a Thursday or Friday with the family, stay till Sunday or Monday,
Yeah.
and then fly back home. So it makes it a little bit easier on the guys.
That's exactly like what comedians do. We typically
Exactly,
have
yeah.
shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, home Sunday.
Way
And then
less
you-
injuries.
Yeah. Well, no, we have emotional injuries.
True.
I give yourself credit, Mike.
Okay, thanks,
You
man.
have the same strength and tenacity and bravery as a professional bull rider going out there on that stage in Phoenix.
Thanks.
All of the comedians I know are as emotionally damaged
Yeah.
as all of the bull riders I know are physically damaged.
Yeah. Do you have any do you have like major celebrities and stuff that come out to these events that are
Tons.
like
Yeah.
Like who's like a big person that's like behind this?
Last time we were at Madison Square Garden, we had Chris Distefano show up.
That's big.
Believe it or not.
Big one. There it
Wildest
is.
thing ever.
Andrew
yeah.
Schulz went.
Schulte
went?
loves it, man.
Yeah. Oh, so there's a play.
Theo
Vaughn.
comes all the time, yeah.
So there's a place, that place in the middle. You can get seats in the middle of the arena, like
Oh,
where the
shit.
Bulls is that just Madison Square Garden or every arena has that?
That's every arena.
Dude, you literally sit
there,
in those
right there.
seats.
Whoa.
Right there.
Like those are your seats. So when the
Is there a cage over you?
yes,
Yeah.
and when the Bulls go back into like the pen and they're setting up for the next rider, you walk out and sit in those seats. It's
That's
nuts.
You're
Sick.
looking up at the bull, which is wild.
Holy shit.
Because
Dude,
then
it's
you
such a
really
cool
get to
sport.
see how athletic they are. Play
Yeah.
that out. Play that out. And like watch this bull kick.
Look at this.
We talk about how athletic the bull riders are, but you think about,
Yeah.
that dude's spinning 1,600 pounds, just spinning it around, kicking.
I mean, that's a flexible leaping car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
It
do
really
these
is.
guys ever,
Look at
the
that.
people who are trying to stop them, have they ever gotten kicked in the head?
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Have anyone ever died doing this, like professionally?
I'm sure. Are you talking about bullfighters or bull riders?
But these guys, like the guys who are like
In the jerseys that are saving them?
yes,
I've never seen it. I'm sure it's happened.
they've never even got kicked. You've never even seen them.
Yeah,
get
yeah,
kicked.
yeah. Oh, yeah. There was a guy named Frank Newsom that I seen him get kicked in the face multiple times, and he would just get kicked in the face and stiffen up and go out. And as soon as he woke up, he was pissed off because he was ready. He thought they won. Like if a bull won, he was mad.
Wow.
We called him Fearless Frank for the longest time, and just he's such a tough guy.
Jesus, man. I mean, yeah, dude. Look at that. I mean, it's
Not to go totally dark, but like it's a sport where the guy can die practicing because this is how they practice. They get on real live bulls.
Right.
And it's not so much like the actual ride, it's the dismount and the bull stepping on them,
Yeah.
or smashing them, something like that.
Anything.
What a fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Are there any trans bulls?
I don't think we've had any so far. Some of them may identify that way. I don't know. It's hard to talk to them. It's hard to
Glue
talk to 'em.
horns to a cow's head.
Dude, because a bull is just a male cow and a cow is female, right?
Well, no, it's not really. It's not really a male cow because a cow is a female and a bull is. It's like a man is a man and a woman
That's
is a
what I'm saying.
woman.
So the man-
a man's not a male woman.
Right.
A man's a man and a woman's. Nope, I said what I said. A man's a man, a woman's a woman. A bull's a bull and a cow's a cow.
Well, okay, but my question is, so then every time we eat a burger or a steak, we're eating the women.
no, you're eating whatever. You're eating one or the other.
Oh, so sometimes we're eating
Or a
bulls?
steer. There are steers.
What's a steer?
It's a castrated bull.
Okay, but my question is, like these bulls,
Yeah.
you would never eat that. That would never become a cheeseburger.
No, like these bulls are family. So the guys that own these bulls treat these bulls literally better than their kids.
Right.
Like that's one of the biggest misconceptions in our whole sport is they think that these bulls are treated inhumanely. There's two things. One, it's like that is the way that people are providing for their family.
Right.
That's putting food on the table for their kids. Why in the hell would you ever mistreat something like that when it's providing for you, right?
Right.
It's I don't understand that way of thinking. So there's some of these bulls that have like air conditioned barns and
Wow.
it's silly. It's crazy how much
So
money.
they're not angry all the time.
They're not even angry. I mean, I go back to fighters. I think Michael Chandler is one of the meanest, baddest dudes in the world. He's one of the sweetest souls I know. Like he's one of the absolute most genuine human beings God ever created. I wouldn't want to be locked in a cage with him because he knows what his job is.
Yeah.
Bulls are the exact same way. We've got a two-time world champion bucking bull called Riding Solo, who is a world champion multiple times. But if you see him behind the scenes, he just wants to walk over to you and he'll turn his back and push up against the fence so you'll scratch him.
That's it.
And if you stop and you walk away, he'll follow you so
Yeah.
you'll scratch him.
That's all he wants.
Just a big pet.
So yeah, so these things. I mean, look at that guy just getting absolutely tossed.
Can't even imagine, man.
I mean, it's gotta just.
I got nervous on the plane ride here, just hitting turbulence, much less.
Oh yeah, these guys laugh at it, right?
They do. Like watch the guy get his jaw broke this weekend. Golly. And he just kind of got up. We had a guy get carried out of the arena this last weekend. He actually rides for the New York team, the Mavericks. Got carried out of the arena on a stretcher. Slept the whole time. 30 minutes later, he posted on on Twitter with a buddy of his, smiling with a big thumbs up.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'd been asleep for however long
Yeah,
in
just-
the
just
arena.
a
but
nap.
Just, hey
Dude.
guys, I'm good.
That's wild.
It's insane, man.
Yeah, man. I
So
mean,
thankful that
now the old school guys, because I know all these guys come out with helmets on and all
Yeah.
that, but the old school guys probably no helmets, just a cowboy hat on.
yeah,
doing it, right?
I think it was, and I can't remember the year now off the top of my head, but if you were born after a certain year, you have to wear a helmet. So we'll see some of the older guys that are in their 30s that don't ride with a helmet because they're grandfathered in. Now it's like everything else. We're making it mandatory for the kids growing up.
Right.
But you think about those helmets, even just a couple of pounds on your head, it changes your balance significantly.
Right. So they don't want it.
So a lot of them.
It's like when
never used
hockey goalies used to have no helmets on and
I
just
was
get
just gonna say
pucks
that.
to the face.
Butch Goring was the first guy to wear a helmet, right?
Who?
Butch Goring from the Islanders.
And he got called
He
a
was the first
pussy
guy,
like
yeah.
the whole time.
I
Yeah.
mean, Robert Boring
Look at this bitch protecting his brain.
protecting his dumb, stupid
I've
brain.
never said that about a hockey player. I promise you.
I mean,
Those guys
dude.
are insane too.
I mean, yeah, and great belt buckles. Look at the belt, Mike. What do you think of his?
I mean, top shelf,
No, it's
man.
not- I mean,
I love
dude,
that.
how
This
many-
whole gear, it's funny because
You
you're
sure
like,
you're not gay? I'm sorry.
everybody
not
in New
sure.
York is so nice. It's like, I would also be nice to you had I not known anything about you. You're such an imposing person. But it's so true. Like everything that you're saying where these are like real alpha men.
Yeah, they are.
Where you have nothing to prove. You feel alpha through and through. So that's why you're just kind.
I don't know if it's alpha as opposed to just being a man, right? I mean, it's just the way that men are supposed to be. I
Right.
think like,
Yeah.
they work hard. They try to make an honest living. They take care of their families. They go to work. They go home. They do what they're supposed to
what
do.
it is.
Is that a
baby, and
Monster
have a
Energy belt buckle?
So Monster sponsors our tour. It's the Monster Energy Unleash the Beast tour. So they actually do have the Monster logo on our buckles.
That's dope,
It's pretty wild.
dude. That's dope.
Monster's all about the extreme sports, right? There's
Yeah.
nothing more extreme
Nitro
than what we're doing.
Circus or no? Are they Nitro or is that Red Bull?
I don't have any idea. I think they're Monster.
I think they're
right?
Monster, yeah.
So I mean, dude, I got to start dressing like this. Like just the shirt tucked in with the belt buckle and the jeans is kind of dope.
You could very well pull this off.
100%.
I feel like
Especially since you're jacked.
But I feel like if I would look like Lloyd
just made
Christmas
him
in
wet.
Dumb and Dumber. Remember when Lloyd Christmas dressed up like a cowboy in Dumb and Dumber? That's how I feel
With
like
the
I
bolo
look.
tie.
Yeah,
Fringe everywhere.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
fringe gloves.
yeah.
You don't know
Yeah.
how excited you just made him saying that he's jacked.
Because the thing is, I no, you're jacked.
Uh-oh.
No, dude, you're jacked. Did you work out today?
Not yet.
What about me,
You gonna work
guys?
out tonight?
As soon as I leave here, I will.
You
Yeah.
going to the hotel gym?
No, I don't go to hotel gyms.
What are you gonna do?
I'll find a gym that's locally
take him
owned.
to the back.
Privately owned. I
to the
was in
garage.
your sauna earlier. I got naked in your sauna.
Did
before.
you?
Yeah.
He's got a full
I
gym
just
back
stripped
there.
down.
I do have a full gym in the.
Do you really?
in the garage? Yeah.
We got to work out together sometime.
Let's do it. Well, dude, you live in
Sometime.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, we travel. We travel. I come to New York all the time.
You do, but you never
Twice a year.
text
That's
me.
all the time.
So what are you gonna? So you're gonna find a local gym, and then what are you gonna crush today? Buys, tries, chest,
Arms.
arms.
Yeah.
You just do arms all day.
Every day is arm day, right?
Seriously.
No. Yeah, I did back yesterday, so I'll do arms today.
She's fucking jacked up, dude.
Dude, it's my therapy. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't have any vice at all. That's the only reason I don't kill people is because
Right.
I go to the gym and try to release it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you want to see real men? You want to see biological men? Go to PBR at Barclays Center.
See biological men.
John, what's your thoughts on PBR as a man in his mid-20s?
I think it's dope. I went to a show in Cody, Wyoming, not PBR, but a bull riding show like 15 years ago. It was awesome. When I was a
Nice.
kid, yeah.
Oh, you've been to the state of Wyoming?
Yeah, road trip. Yeah.
What's-
Remember the RV accident?
Oh yeah, dude, that was nuts.
Yeah.
This guy got into when he was a kid. He got into an RV accident. And the RV split in half on the highway, and him and his twin brother slid out of the back of the RV on a mattress and landed safely in the woods.
The ultimate bull ride.
Seriously.
Yeah, for real.
A lot of drugs involved?
Oh, no.
okay.
No, he was just a little kid.
Really?
Well, yes,
I was talking about your parents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're on mescaline driving an RV.
What you don't know is your father woke up the night before in the bathroom floor with fucking arrhythmia. All right.
Hey,
Well,
can I take a turn real quick?
Yeah.
Radio City Music Hall. You doing 1 show, 2 shows, 10 shows?
Radio City Music Hall?
Yeah.
I did when I did it last year. I did one show there, and then I did the theater at MSG the following night. So we did it. Mike was on the show with me.
So are you going to do it again?
I'm going to do a New York show, but
But you only did one at Radio City Music Hall.
I did one at Radio City and one. I could have done a second one, but instead we did another venue.
Okay, because I got so
What's the
invested.
thoughts?
What has that been? A year ago?
That was 1
Little
year
over
ago.
a year ago?
September of last year.
Like I got so invested in whether or not you were going to do another show because your dad's advice and everything. Like,
know.
Killed it on Rogan, by the way.
Thank you.
And not like good solid advice to people. I like it.
Brought
man.
up Christ a lot. I brought up the case for. I talked a lot of Jesus on Rogan, and I get a lot of people who still to this day, that episode came out 4 months ago, will just email me and say, "Thank you for being a follower and a soldier of Christ." Shout them out.
That's your people, man.
Jesus, baby.
I'm a little pissed off I didn't get smelling salts.
I know.
I got a water.
Dude,
Thanks.
those smelling salts, if you want those, I can get. Have you ever dealt with those smelling salts?
Guys in my gym every once in a while, and like I've gotten
Dude.
close to it, but
When you ever hit that, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It hits you in a place like, holy shit.
You almost feel it in your asshole. Like
I
it's
know.
like that. It's like
are we talking about the same thing?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah.
It might be poppers for me.
Vito, were you about to say something? Oh, I thought you.
Absolutely not.
Vito was he had the mic and then he slowly backed away.
I was gonna say that your Rogan appearance, I got reached out to by so many people asking me if you were okay.
Right. Yeah,
Like
I know.
emotionally or what?
Yeah, because I really laid into myself on Rogan. I started abusing myself for decisions I thought were bad. But the thing is some of that stuff's a bit.
But I know. But it's real too.
It's also
for
real.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like that's easy to connect with because I
Yeah.
think that everybody, especially if you're in front of people or you're in anything that you feel is important,
Right.
you have those thoughts.
Yes,
You
dude.
have
And
those
I'm just
thoughts.
like, I'm the guy who I'm just very like, I don't know. I always forget the cameras are on and people are even watching. And I'm just saying like the deepest, darkest secrets about me. And then people the next day are like, what is fucking wrong with you? But now I don't care anymore. Now I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I am who I am. It's a moment in time. Just shut up and move on. I don't care. Unless my mom gets mad at me, then I change.
I try to be super secure. I'm the most insecure person ever.
What are you
Always
insecure-
worry about if I'm not good enough, if I'm not doing a good enough job. Look at what these guys are doing for a living.
Right.
And I'm trying to tell their stories, and I never feel adequate.
Have you ever
Never
gotten
feel.
yelled at by the PBR people? Like you really messed that up? You ever gotten reprimanded?
No, like I've gotten into a couple of arguments with bull riders because they didn't like what I said about them.
But you critique the.
Yeah, like if I say something and it comes across and it offends you or it's negative,
Yeah.
prove me wrong.
Right.
And like I do my best to be the most positive voice ever.
Right.
But I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you got to be real.
It's like
Job
what
to do. You
got
have
a
to be
job to do,
objective.
It's like, guy, what did
Yep.
you want me to say? You got on the
Yep.
bull, and in 0.8 seconds, they threw you into the third row.
Yeah. Like there's a difference in just not trying, not having your
Right.
head in it, and then giving it everything you've got. If you give it everything you've got, then I will be the most positive person ever.
Go hard or go home. That's what my dad would always tell me. Go hard or go home, kid. Go hard or go home. That's what I heard all my whole childhood. Hey, go hard or go home. What you put into it is what you get out of it. You're out. I don't care about your outcome. It's your output. Go hard or go home. I was like, stop saying go hard or go home. Go hard or go home. That's what all I would hear. Yeah.
Your dad's an interesting cat.
He's an interesting cat. I would love to see my dad on one of these professional bulls.
Let's go.
I really would love to see
see him on a
Tampa
baby
Tony.
lamb.
Could you imagine, dude, just him just getting thrown off his Yankee jersey, flying in the air?
Compression socks on.
Can you imagine he actually held on for 8 seconds? There will be a surprise in there. There will be somebody who just fucking holds on and just can do it. All right, Matt.
You said Schulz went to bull riding and Chris went. Who do you think would do better on a bull?
Right now,
Like him or Schulz?
on the bull, who can hold on?
since I'm sitting in his house, him.
But
No, Schultz, not a chance, man.
no, right? He can't because but he weighs less. If you weigh right, if the more I weigh, the harder it is, right? You got to be small for this.
Yeah, there's some toughness factor that goes into that too.
But he's long.
He's really
he's very
tall.
long.
So could he wrap his
Really?
legs around
No.
the bull? No.
Like tall guys are going to have a disadvantage. You want to be small. You want to be compact.
Right, like a little, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So out of all of us, John would do good? Oh, Mike, Mike, you'd probably do the best.
I don't know.
I feel like John's got the. I feel like it matches his vibe too.
I feel
Yeah.
like he's definitely got the not give a shit mentality.
yeah.
Look at
down
him
to
during
a
this
T.
Yeah,
podcast.
that's what the energies are bringing to the podcast all day.
John
I've
can, like,
noticed.
touch its forehead and it'll just sleep.
John will hold on to that bull if it speaks Spanish. All John loves Spanish ladies. Who doesn't?
John's girlfriend didn't speak English.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You lucky bastard.
Yeah. All right.
That's funny.
Well, Matt's got to go to the gym. You're going to get out of here. You're going to go to the gym. You're going
And
to
then I'm
pump
gonna order
arms
pizza.
all day, and then you're going to order Domino's.
Probably.
Domino's.
Are you going to order Domino's?
No, I can't, man. If I'm in New York, I'm not getting Domino's.
Are you going to get
kidding me?
pizza while you're here for real?
Not since February.
I don't
You
know.
gotta.
Yeah,
You
I don't
gotta.
know. I might wait till January when we come to the Garden.
What part of Brooklyn are you going to?
I have no idea.
You just
Are you by Barclays?
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
That's Atlantic Avenue.
I can't figure out the different pockets of New York.
Right.
It's like everything's together, but they're so separate.
So I'm like every time I go to London, like that, I have no frame of reference where I am at all. Like I don't know what it is. I'm like I don't know, dude. I'm Paris. So all right. So
I am here.
So I'm trying to think of a good gym for you to
I
go to that's
actually-
not gay.
I hit up my friend to ask if I can get you a day pass at his gym.
See how we help out. That's
Baker
Oklahoma.
Mayfield is a handsome bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant that as a compliment.
No, I took it as a compliment.
Okay, good.
Right. Well, he said you ate Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
He's
But
bulky.
he meant because he's all protein.
It's bulking season,
No,
man.
Vito's one of those guys. Vito's one of those guys that he's never like me. Probably he's never gonna get ripped, but women like him. 'Cause he's just such a strong. He's like the definition. Like he's a guy. He's just a guy.
I've hugged Vito and felt very safe.
Yes.
I get
That's
it.
nice.
I get
I've
what
hugged
your
Vito
wife
and
feels.
felt-
Comforting.
Yeah.
I've hugged
Comforting.
Vito and felt very wet because he sweats a lot.
I do sweat a lot. When I was gone, I listened to the podcast. I heard you said that you need Stanley steamers after I get off your couch.
Same team. I sweat. I never sweat at the gym, but sitting here, that Uber ride over here, sweated my ass off.
That's
Really?
funny.
Oh,
I'll
it's
get
terrible.
mad. I'll be at the gym for like 2 hours and I won't sweat. I'll get angry.
You know why? It's because we're lazy. But it's true.
No, dude, Vito's not. Vito takes the public bus to the gym. How wild is that? He gets on a public New York City bus to go to the gym.
I don't know that I would do that for
I
anything.
couldn't do it. I could. You can't
Maybe
be on
you
the
are tough enough to be a bull rider.
Yeah.
Dude, get me on one. I used to run a mechanical bull at a bar.
Not the same.
I think it's pretty much the same, dude. I think me pressing a little lever like this and kicking people off is the same as what these guys do.
Yeah. It's.
Tell
Anyways,
them I said that.
That is pretty. That is a pretty funny thing to say. How do you? By the way, how do the professional bull riders train on the off season to become? There has to be some type of mechanical.
there's no off season.
Okay.
There is no off season. So their training is a lot of like CrossFit type movements, a lot of like, functional movement, functional training, some yoga type training. And then they're getting on bulls. So they'll get on bulls all weekend and then they'll go home and for practice, they'll get on bulls once or twice a week.
Okay, but bulls, but not like they're not getting on a hot like these kind of bulls for practice.
Some are, and some of them are working on fundamentals. So like they'll get on a level bull that they know has certain tendencies. So if there's one thing that like where a guy uses that outside arm, what we call the free arm for balance to go a certain direction, if he's having trouble going one way, he'll get a bull that will help him work on that one fundamental.
Dude, yeah, I could be a professional bull rider. I
rat
did it
bastard.
at fucking Jack's Saloon in Union Square last week.
Comics Roadhouse.
Yeah, I love like Hawk Tua is listening. She's like, I'm gonna do PBR. You know Hawk Tua?
I don't know her, but she's
prob-
everywhere.
I was gonna say she's probably be good to get at the PBR events. Get her out there.
I don't know. I don't know.
Spit on that thing.
She's been everywhere.
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 And people are hating on her.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate. I mean,
Why?
Hey, if you got that opportunity, why not cash out? Do
Exactly.
what you're doing. And Vito told us she's doing charity work. I support Hawk Tua.
That's like somebody making fun of a guy for going on Dancing with the Stars. Why the hell would you ever do that?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Our first guest of the day is a beautiful Jewish girl, and Mike Cannon called her Hawk Jua.
Our first guest of the day is a Jew is a wild segue. Like no context to just say our first guest of the day was a Jew is insane.
all right, guys, it's been fun.
Yeah, I like Matt
Jua.
Hawk Jua. All right. Oh, there it is. Everybody, follow Matt.
Wait. If you were gonna put a bull riding challenge out to another comedian, who would it be? Throw it down.
Okay.
Because I'm looking like UFC style, 1 versus 1, middle of Madison Square Garden. You and who?
Who am I going up against? Giannis Pappas.
Pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. No, I would want to go up against. I would go in professional bull riding. I'd go up against. Would be a good one. No, not Crystalia.
I'm waiting to see if like you go the super like difficult, like the best opponent, or if you just go who you think is the biggest bitch.
Yeah. I will go up. I'll go up against Andrew Santino. No, Bobby Lee. I'll go up against Bobby
You're
Lee.
losing.
To Bobby Lee?
You're fucking getting washed.
Why do you
by
think I'm going to
Bobby
get
Lee.
washed by Bobby Lee?
One, he's tiny. Two, he's a fucking maniac. I just feel like he has much less regard for his life than you.
Right. Three, he's Korean.
That too. Kamikaze.
That was Japan.
I know. Our first guest was a Jew.
Our first guest. Maybe that's the name of this episode. Our first guest was a Jew. And then Matt. Yeah. All right. All right, bro. Well, go work out, do arms, get crazy. When is this episode coming out? Oh, 3 weeks. Where are you going to be? Where's the event in 3 weeks? Do you have any idea?
No idea.
Reach out because we'll make sure we get that file in there. PBR.
But you guys got to come to the Garden.
Which
First
is in
week-
January.
First weekend in January.
Oh, it's always the first weekend in
Always the
January.
first. It's
Okay.
like the third, fourth, and fifth. But like it's 3 big nights. You've been there. It's
love it,
it's
dude.
so much fun, man.
We'll look forward to it. All right, baby. Thank you, Matt.
Appreciate you.